I just turned 43 years old last week. I grew up in Hingham. I'm married. I've got 3 kids. My daughter's birthday, my oldest turns 10 today, so she's 10. And I've got a 6-year-old boy and a 3-year-old girl. And we've been in Hanover for about 10 years. I was a prosecutor for the Plymouth County DA's office for 3 years. I've been with the Department of Public Utilities for, I believe, about 9 years now, and I enforce the dig safe law there. I've never had political ambitions in my life up until recently. I think probably since I had children, I started to follow politics a little more closely. In the last 2 years or so, I've just been very frustrated with what's been going on. Never thought I would ever act on it. One day I was, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago or so, I was listening to Laura Ingraham on the radio in my car, and someone had called in and said, and was complaining with frustration about all the things that I was frustrated about, and the guy said, Laura, I feel helpless, what can I do? And she said, well, you can run for Congress. And I was kind of taken aback by that, and I never thought I would ever be I just made note of it, and then it was the day after the health care bill got shoved through, in the manner that it did. I had voted for Scott Brown. I thought he was a better choice than Martha Coakley. I wanted him to stop the health care bill. Unfortunately, it got shoved through anyways. It was the next day. I said, I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to figure it out and run for Congress. And I went up, got my nomination papers, and I started getting signatures. And the real thing that did it for me was, my 3-year-old girl. I think the number I heard was each of my kids owe the federal government $42,000, and my daughter colors books. She's a little coloring books, and she can't even ride a bike, and she likes Dora the Explorer, and she owes the government $42,000. And I just cannot sit back on the sidelines and the continuous the spending spree that they're on. I just can't sit back and let that happen. So here I am, and I'm on the ballot with the other 3 candidates, and off we go.
Well, if I can ask, you are in a fairly contentious primary. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Not of your choice, I don't think, but there it is, and a 3-person race. What separates you philosophically and strategically from the other 2 Republicans in the race?
I think I'm in it for the right reason, and what I mean by that is I'm not in it for myself. There's nothing special about me. You're never going to hear me say anything how wonderful I am, because I'm not. Even if I had to find something to brag about, I'd have trouble. It's not my nature. These other guys, and it's not my nature to slam people as well, but here we are, and I'm gonna say what I think. These guys are professional politicians. They're career politicians, and Joe Malone's been running for office for God. He's running for everything. Jeff Perry, he's been a politician for 8. He's got more friends in Washington now than I do in Hanover right now, and that's a problem. We don't need. Now is not the time to send one of those guys down to Washington. The minute they get down there, they're going to be looking for the next thing. Right now, it's Congress. This is just a stepping stone, in my opinion, for the next thing, and that's what got us into this, in my opinion. I've said it before, and I'm saying it on the record right now. If I'm ever able to pull this off, I'll do 2 years, do 1 term, cut taxes, a vote to repeal and defund Obamacare, and whatever I can do to minimize the size of government, and then I'll come back, and then let some other person, similar to myself, pass the torch to them.